to the game.
Opened in 2001, it lies on the same site and retains the name of the city's beloved former stadium. We're here at Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. Coming up, a highly anticipated contest between the Buffalo Bills and the Denver Broncos. To kick off, here's Will Lutz. And here we go at Mile High. He'll take this at the 10. And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. Comes out throwing. Has him on the quick hitter. Not a lot of room for him. He makes it to the 34. Long enough to stop that play with Jahdae Barron.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 34-yard line.
Working from the gun, it's Allen. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Offense in the hurry up here.
It's a gain of 8. 56. That's good for a Bills. First down. An 8-yard pickup.
1st and 10. Here's Allen.
Bills first down.
Caught, nice game left side. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. They get 27 on the play. Yeah, that's good for a Buffalo first.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Again, Allen to the air. That's Kincaid with a catch out left. And it'll be 1st and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line. Offense to the line fast.
That's another Bills. First down. 1st and goal.
On the red zone now. He rolls to his right. And this is going to be a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Well, we all know, Brock, you want your players to get better as the game goes on and as they settle into a contest, but man, it is tough to imagine this guy getting any better than he was on that opening drive, huh?
Yeah, you hear me all the time just talk about getting the quarterback in the rhythm, right?
Yeah.
Just feel of the game. Yeah, you can't be much better than that. A perfect 5 for 5 and to finish it off for 6, that is a sweet feeling heading to the sidelines.
And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Nix. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down. Not must-have yet, Brock, but it does feel pretty important that they come up with an answer for that touchdown, but not going to be easy.
Nope, and incompletions like that certainly won't help. Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Out
Out of the gun, it's Nix. Bucket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
Bills going nickel, third down.
Hold on a second. 24.
Third and long for him here. Cut out left. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first time out. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. So here we go. This is that aggressive mindset they've been talking about. They're going for it here. Here we go on fourth. Nix. He finds it beyond the marker. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. So an 11-yard gain to back up the considerable gamble to go for it there on fourth down, Brock. They're moving the chains.
At the 46-yard line.
On first down, it's Nix. Buying some time right. Rolling and take. He's got it inside the 10. All the way. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos finish off their opening drive. Cortland Sutton, the touchdown. Going after tries goodbye lots. And the Broncos start off well to tie things 7-7. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. We'll begin his return from the 11. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
At their own 23-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Escapes the pocket. Moving right, airs it out down. A risky throw, and they're going to intercept it. And the Broncos take possession at midfield after forcing that turnover. Well, we've all seen a lot of QBs make some magical plays rolling to the right, buying time before throwing it up. But not this time, as the defense steps in front of that one, probably shouldn't have been thrown.
Yeah, discretion, the key in so many of these situations for quarterbacks. Why game management and decision-making is so critical. I love that he escaped the pocket rolls, right? Tries to buy time for his guys to help him, but when there is nobody there, you either got to tuck it and run or live to play another day.
No luck finding his receiver that time. So that brings up second down. Nix from the gun. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Tre'Davious White. And the Bills are stopped on the return just shy of their own 35.
Their first pick of the game comes at an awfully big moment. Really, it just cancels out all the great work your defense did to give you that ball.
First down now, ball at the 33. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. He's got this complete to James Cook. Rolling into enemy territory. And he is taken down as he drives this to the enemy 40. So a 27-yard pickup on that play. And the Bills have a first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Operating from the gun, it's Allen. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. From the 40, here comes second and 10. Completed out to the left on that quick throw. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. And it's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's good for a Buffalo first.
Bills, first down. A gain of 12. First down, Bills.
Allen gonna throw again. Caught by the tight end, running that corner. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. We'll get you back to Mile High after this. About to begin the second here. The Bills definitely thinking points. Working inside the red zone. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he drives this forward to the 6.
James Cook. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 6-yard line.
That's much too high and out of the end zone, incomplete.
That is somebody it's tough to truly overthrow, but it can happen. I don't know what he was thinking, Kate. I'm going to put this in the spot where only my guy gets it. Problem was, that spot was even too high for him.
Shotgun handoff now to Cook. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal. Looking quickly here. Here's Allen. And down he goes. The Bronco defense gets there. Offense in a hurry up here.
2nd down and goal.
Allen to throw. To the end zone, but incomplete. That play's going to force 3rd and goal. And as that one falls incomplete, Brock, the pressure ticks up just a bit because this has been too good a drive to not pay it off in the end zone.
Yeah, Kate, it's tough.
And in. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Now Prater on to send it away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. First run of the game for J.K. Dobbins. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. They get 27 on the play. And it's going to be 1st down, Denver.
You know I love that, Kate, but you know who loved it even more? The late, great John Madden himself, the former lineman. He would have loved watching the student body get right out in front of that thing, those blockers just knocking people off the ball, and let him clear the way so that running back could show off his speed.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
5 brings up 2nd and 15 at the 43-yard line.
Nick's looking to throw. They're trying to set the screen. Dobbins. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
On 3rd down, here's Nix. And that's going to fall incomplete on a look to his running back, and it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's just simply one of those situations, Kate, where I think you and I got to tip our cap to the defense. Really took away everybody. There was no outlet, and only an incompletion could be had.
And look at the footwork there. Touchdown! The Broncos can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. It's a Troy Franklin touchdown. What's there to tack on the extra point? And the Broncos tie things up at 14. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Here's a return from the 7. He's got a lane up past the 30. And the work already half done thanks to that run back. They're taking over at midfield.
Hey, listen, I get it. I'm as guilty as anyone. So hyper-focused on offense and defense, often forgetting it's special teams in a play like that can swing a game. What a great return now to start out on a short field. And you've got to believe all this offense is thinking is let's capitalize and find that end zone.
And he's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. 2nd down. Allen setting up to throw. Looking to his running back, incomplete. That play's going to bring up third down.
Brandon Jones on the coverage.
Third and long, they're going to throw. Got a man, that's Kincaid. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. That play good for 17 and a first down.
And the Bills, first down.
Working from the gun, it's Allen. Bails out of the pocket quick. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. Second down coming up. To the air again, Allen has him on a quick hitter. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. Bills moving quickly now. They're in the hurry up.
That's good for a Bills first down.
Throwing now on first down, Allen. Going right back to Kincaid, complete. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills get some late points and the lead. Dalton Kincaid with the touchdown. Prater on for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bills break that tie and now lead by 7.
Broncos 14. Matt Prater set to kick off.
Now Prater on to send it away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Nix. Complete to Mims. And he's taken down, but not before he has this all the way to the opposing 40. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that's good for a Broncos first down.
That's just so good. I mean, that is teaching tape right there. It's what you want your guys to do. To not just catch it and fall down, but have a plan. Yes, you got to catch it first, but then have a plan to go attack. Be aggressive. Get those yards after catch. That is a job well done. This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Nix again on 2nd and 10. Lasers this one deep down the middle. Big game downfield. Touchdown, Denver! The Broncos earn the chance to tie before halftime. Cortland Sutton, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Extra point try now from Lutz. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Broncos tie this game at 21.
Will Lutz to kick off.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Return starts at the 9. And he's out of bounds up across the 25.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
They've got first down here, but just 18 seconds to work with. Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. And he's got this one down to the enemy 35 before they force him out. They're going to move the chains after a big play, 39 yards. So the big play moves him well past midfield, has him set up now at the 35.
39-yard gain on the play. First down, Buffalo.
On first down, Allen. Flushed out of the pocket. Finds a man right side. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. And there's the timeout from the offense. Just 4 seconds left to go. And that play, that should help him get some points here going into the half. This is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. One final shot before the half. And this is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills take the lead just before halftime. And that, Brock, I know you're keeping track, but just in case our audience isn't, his fourth first-half passing touchdown. At the pace he's on, this would be a new record if he has a second half to match this one. That one right down the middle. And the Bills break that tie and now lead by 7. So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half or if we get a play from scrimmage as this one's away. So it's a touchback on the kickoff, and we're going to get one final snap here in the half.
35-yard line.
One last play before the break.
44.
Looking to throw. He's looking long, center of the field. And his final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half. The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Now Nix. Headed out right. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
Kate, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
He rolls to his right. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Still 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line. 3rd and long for him here. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on 3rd down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. 4th down coming up.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. You're going to go to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around.
He's going to be hauled down on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line. So 21 yards and the 1st. What a call to go for it there on 4. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. They fake the handoff. Now Nix. Going deep here for the end zone. And they're going to score. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Cortland Sutton, the touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. Going after try is good by Lutz. And the Broncos tie us up 28-all. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Has it at the 11. And he's out a little short of the 30.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Now the shotgun give to Cook. And he needed his 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
And he's tackled with a 1st down yardage.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
1st down throw for Allen. Short pass brought in. And he has this down to the 34. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
1st and 10, here's Allen. Forced out to his right. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And now it's 2nd down. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. That's Kincaid with a catch out left. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And the Bills have a 1st down.
Another Bills 1st down. A gain of 14. 1st down, Buffalo.
Straight ahead, here's Cook. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry. Goes to the hurry up here.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and
From the shotgun, it's Allen. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And they are going to have to face a 3rd down here, but only need a yard at most as this play picks up 7.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
So the field goal team stays sidelined. They're going to go for this. He's back to throw. He finds him beyond the marker. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a 1st and goal.
And the Bills 1st down. 1st and goal.
To throw again, it's Allen. And he has the Buffalo touchdown. The Bills grab the lead on their 1st series of the half. Prater on for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bills break that tie and now lead by 7.
Broncos 28. Matt Prater set to kick off.
Now Prater on to send it away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he'll take this ahead for 7. We've got 2nd and 3 now.
While that run may not move the chains, Kate, that is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the 3rd quarter. It's Broncos football. They're on a mission here. They trail entering the 4th. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Nix from the gun. He's going deep this time. Brought in inside the 20. And he is down all the way to that 15-yard line.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Straight ahead, here's Dobbins. And 2nd down's going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle.
Pressure coming, and they take him down. And for the 2nd straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
Hey, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
Bills bringing an extra DB out, 3rd down. He'll throw it. the body on the line for his team.
You know, I don't mind the scheme. In fact, I like the call. Just not on that third down in particular. Need to get it closer to the sticks to have a chance to move those chains.
That brings us to the 2-minute warning here in Denver. Broncos down by 7. The deficit is 7, so they have to convert here on 4th down. Desperation time here. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos cut it to a point late in this one. In the 11th hour, now a point after try to tie this game. And everyone can breathe easier now. His try is good, and they found a way to tie it late in the 4th.
35-35. Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Fielded at the 7. Good work so far. He's got room. And a great opportunity for this offense. He's out of bounds all the way up at the 40-yard line. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Here he is to throw. Buying some time right. He dumps this off to Cook. And he'll have a 4-yard gain on that one. He's taken down at the 44. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Throwing out to the left, Cook! And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
A gain of 7.
Setting up to pass. Bails out of the pocket quick. And they got there in time. He's taken down. Bills moving quickly now. They're in the hurry up.
A loss of 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
Back to throw. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. No luck finding his receiver that time. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. To throw. Downfield, and Shakir has it. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. Wary of the clock here, Brock, but at least all their timeouts are still available. It's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw it. Right back to Shakir. This is caught. And they're going to do it, Brock. They break the tie in the final minute. It's a touchdown. So how about the determination there? This game has been as hard fought as you will see. But they grab hold of the lead here with a late touchdown that may just win them the ball game.
You could almost feel them saying, Kate, we don't want overtime. Let's go out and get it done now. They accomplished their goal, but you do have to ask the question, do they leave too much time on the clock? Stay tuned.
Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Nick's off the play action. And will he? No, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game. Denver calls the second of its 3 timeouts. 2nd down and 19 yards to go after that sack. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Trying to push deep downfield. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and 19.
Here he is to throw. He finds Ingram working downfield here. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. Prior to 1st down, they decide to call a timeout.
Broncos, 1st down.
Shotgun snap to Nix. Buys time, rolling right. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Maxwell Hairston picks it off.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful, right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
A kneel down here, and they can start to celebrate this win. A win on the road. This is the type of game everyone was hoping they'd see when they entered this stadium, Brock, you and I included. A close one that went all the way down to the final whistle.